Okay, yeah. Alright, see you guys later. By the way, you left me in the dream in one of Scarecrow's nightmares.
Are you alright?
Yeah, no, turns out the guy is great. Talked a while. We have a lot in common. We're getting brunch next week.
Oh.
Alfred, who put all this rain in my mansion? Because apparently this is my mansion.
Yeah.
Alfred, remind me to fire the plumber.
Also, who put up this deck? Oh my gosh, who put the foundations on a seesaw?
Also, in all seriousness, hi, I'm back.
Hi,
Hi,
honey.
And you guys skipped past my favorite Batman villain, and we are in a sequence of my second favorite Batman villain, whose actor I actually met.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. But yeah, apologies for that. It's called making sure we don't run into the same scheduling conflicts we have with every other Devil Name commentary.
That's a very fair point. I'll give you that.
Also, this alleyway. Wait, the light fixtures are looking more like street
lights.
lamps.
Yeah.
And,
This is supposed to be Crime Alley we're going through.
Yep. Actually,
that's actually its name.
Yes,
I was about to
it
say,
is.
when did Crime Alley have a red carpet? But then I realized, oh wait, it's just the street.
Oh, the filter.
By the way, yes, canonically, it is known as Crime Alley.
Yep.
Yeah, Tom probably should have known not to take that shortcut.
And I also want to stress real quick, that little skip you did there, that's not supposed to happen in the game itself. I guess my recording just kind of like botched for a second.
I mean, hey, it worked to sell the situation.
Yeah.
The bat is born.
Actually,
You know-
actually, the bat is born once a bat god flies through his window. I will never let this go. I hate the fucking idea of the bat god.
I know. James, what were you saying? Real quick?
My mom just stepped in. She took the Clyde.
It's
Okay.
alright.
I hate to ruin the somber mood any further, but a thought just occurred to me. Assuming this game had better mod support, just imagine the entire playthrough of Arkham Asylum, but as the child Bruce Wayne.
I do know it's possible to do that in Arkham Knight, because apparently there's a child model of Bruce Wayne in that.
Oh.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Just see, literally give everyone the bat nad punch.
Yeah.
Hit him in the bat nerds.
And yeah, it sounds like the Nolan films did keep that detail that Inspector Gordon was still on the force at the time, even way back when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that he was the one that comforted Bruce while he was dealing with the loss of his parents, which I do like that they put that in this universe.
I bet in this version he also had a mustache. I will never forgive you, Gotham.
Hey, that was still a good show, honey.
It's a good show, but
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we're back. Okay, back to the stealth.
Guess who's back?
yay! Hi, Dino.
So,
I don't know what these guys talked about it, but the actor for Scarecrow in this game is Dino Andrade. I actually met him at a convention 5 years ago. One of the nicest men I have ever met. Super sweet, kind. He let me hang out by his booth for a while, especially when he is setting up. I even helped him a couple times set up.
aww.
Nice.
Yut.
But yeah, the man is super nice. The sad thing is, the same year I met him was the same year they replaced him in Arkham Knight.
Oi.
Yeah.
And I...
Something you
Has he
don't
ever-
care for.
Has he ever, like, vocally talked about what he thought of his replacement?
When I talked to him, he was slightly disappointed, but he did understand that they were taking a different direction with Scarecrow in that game. A fucking boring direction, but still a different direction.
Well, I mean, it's at least... well, I'm gonna try to say, at least Dino's a good enough sport about it.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I stop and think about it, Arkham Knight was the one that got rid of Paul Dini as the writer, right?
Technically that started in Origins, but he wasn't there for Night
Oh,
either.
you know, Skellies.
Yeah, why
Spooky,
not?
scary skeletons.
Spooky, scary skeletons and
Are
shivers
no
down
match
your
for
spine.
the bat.
I knew
I thought I
you
left you all
would
in my
do that,
closet.
honey. So that's why I gave you that line.
But Batman can never escape those in the closet, James.
Dang it.
Especially when he keeps adding them.
No.
Every like issue, something new happens, and oh boy.
Whoop.
Oh.
Do 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 do.
Oh, Batman, come out and play.
Careful. Hype, are there any of these that are particularly like challenging, or is it all just about patience?
I don't think any of them are like Though there probably will be an instance where you get like caught by surprise, but I don't think any of them are like particularly challenging. You just have to be like very observant and very patient.
Yeah, I remember not having too hard of a time with any of these either.
By the way, I will give Arkham Knight this. Yes, I'm still going to do it for the channel, and yes, I still hate that game. But,
Don't put yourself through such punishment if you don't like it that much.
I will put myself
Because he's the
through
only one of us that owns it.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
the only one who owns it. But,
Oh yeah. I only own the first two.
Oh.
But yeah, no,
Wait, okay, good.
Just hoof it.
I will give this. There were DLC missions where they basically did this. It is like a throwback thing where you could do stuff, these kind of missions again with modern Scarecrow or the Scarecrow from Night, and
Right.
they were good. They were fun. They are actually kind of challenging. I cannot remember if Scarecrow actually has a fucking line in it, though. If he did, then that would be fun. But...
Yeah. Actually, what's kind of funny, you mentioned DLC throwback. I remember for the season of Infamy, Mad Hatter had a mission where he's put you in the storybook that actually pretty much chronicled the events of Asylum, City, Night. Not Origins, though, because, you know, people are still iffy about that to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll learn more about why it's mixed in the future.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, the most I hear about it as far as the Arkham series is concerned is that, A, it kind of feels like the Kirby Squeak Squad / New Super Mario Brothers of the series, and secondly, it was very buggy.
Oh. So so that's another thing I just now noticed is duly noted. Whenever those flashes happen and you become Scarecrow, you pretty much lose all of your mobility options.
No, that's not it. It was just bad timing.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Did you mean to say bad timing or bat timing?
yes.
Careful.
Yes.
Oh. You gotta get yourself some new glasses there. Might I recommend ye old... Anyway, let's just get to the frickin' bat sensor. Or bat signal.
Bad signal, yeah.
The bat alarm.
It's his bad nightlight.
Night night.
It's a good thing that Gordon installed these on my brain as well.
Gordon.
You can never be too careful.
Gordon does everything for him.
I also like I don't know why, but I just also made myself sort of chuckle at the idea of if these are actually the bat alarm. It's what the police, whenever they see a bat, they're like, and they like shine the light like, warning, there are bats today.
Indeed. Careful.
There's a 20% chance of bat in this area. Please take a different route to work.
Yes.
But I can see you too.
On the belly.
Not Kingdom Hearts!
I know you guys kind of complained about it. I absolutely love Dino's take on...
I like
I
it
didn't
fun.
complain
Jordan was the
here.
only one that... I was about to say, Jordan was the only one of us that didn't really like it.
Also, whoa, how the heck do we get all the way up here?
Well, I'm going to have a talk with her later.
Honey, I'll be right there because I will stand between the both of you. I know how both of you can get very eccentric.
Not be great.
Yeah, I'd rather... I'm going to be completely blunt. As long as you two have a very civil, like, mature argument, I'm fine with it. But if you lay a hand on her, I will break that hand in half.
Don't worry.
And then I'll
it'll
break
be
you,
fine.
Steve.
It's not gonna come to fisticuffs.
Oh, don't-
Meanwhile,
No,
I'm pretty sure
don't-
I think they know we're here now.
By the way,
dropped a bell.
don't worry, it won't come to fisticuffs, it'll come to knives, okay? And possibly a duel. I'll be the Aaron Burr of the thing.
No, you're not gonna.
In
do
the
that.
room
hang
where it
on.
happened, I will know what happens because then I'll skewer the both of you
Damn it, Cat
folks.
and Mouse can be playful. Okay, so now that we are aware about how passionate we feel,
There you go. Also, that glass case that Batman passed by, that's where you get the Catwoman riddle, which I accidentally glanced over during this.
because it has like her. Gotcha, it has her equipment. Also, sorry. Now that we're aware of how passionate everybody is about Scarecrow for various reasons,
Well, may I do see it.
Oh, never mind. I actually do see it.
her goggles and her claws.
There you
I
go.
thought I skipped it. I guess I must be thinking of a different riddle.
How was it this time? Learn anything about yourself? Oh, tell me.
If you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about it.
Wasn't there an alternate universe where Joker ended up being the Batman?
Yes.
I do know that...
Okay,
Hey,
no,
Zaz.
what?
Hi, Zaz.
Hey, Zaz. No, you're You're probably thinking of The Bat Who Laughs. The Bat Who Laughs is where Joker's final gambit against Bruce was to infect him with his Joker toxin, but such a potent
Well, that
amount,
didn't take long.
such a potent amount that basically turned him into the Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that we've seen the Doctor, I'm actually curious. Hype. I feel like I should have known this guy. What is or who is Zaz?
Oh,
Zaz is
Go ahead.
Zaz is one of the more. I feel like we talked about him, but I can say it anyway. Zaz is one of the more minor Batman villains. His whole shtick is that for every person he kills, he pretty much places a tally mark on his body, and he has like this obsession with adding to those tally marks, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
He's a total masochist.
Yep.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, kind of. But also the fact that he had a very good interpretation in the Gotham show. He was actually very accurate as well in the Batman Nolan film for how small of a role he has had in there. And then they completely fucked him over in Birds of Prey.
It's a bomb.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, maybe after you've worked with him, like, very closely, maybe you should have known that. Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
the
Harley.
moment you have any sort of association with the Joker, you immediately have a tag on your head.
By the way, are you
Yeah.
going to show off the Easter egg in this area?
I don't because I forget about it, but we did talk about it and how obtuse it is to get.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
to be fair, it is a really cool thing that they did plan Arkham. They basically planned Arkham City like 3
Oh,
years
it's
in
a great
advance.
Easter egg.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a great
That is
Easter egg.
the
The problem
Easter
is, like
egg,
I said, it's a
peoples.
very obtuse one to get.
So
Yeah,
what
that's
is the Easter egg?
The Easter.
It's the room
Oh,
showing
wait.
off Arkham City. We talked about it last time.
That one. That's the one you're talking about, right? The
Yes.
one that took people until after the game actually came out, so nobody ever actually got to enjoy the mystery about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
There is such a thing as keeping your secrets a little too secret.
days.
And then,
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
and then
Hi.
they kind of
What's
retconned
up?
why Arkham City was being made in that, but you know.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, hi, that was a low blow, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. That was Batman. Like, I have no control over those special takedowns.
But you're the one
Don't blame me, it was
initiating the takedown, Steve. Shall I take you
I
down?
do the
Because I'll take you down.
I
am violent today in
just
this
did
recording.
I just did the button prompt. Batman did the rest.
Batman's to blame.
Oh,
Also, dear,
But
you know what? I'm not going to make the joke. Anyway,
Half of it is on the player, the other half is on Batman.
we cannot control him.
I was going to do a very bad joke, but I will not.
Let's avoid it.
Also,
So,
I do love that Dr. Young, basically, they're just like, I'm an important character. No, you aren't!
well,
Yeah.
you
Well, she
were.
was up until she outlived her usefulness.
Right. What was that? I mean, what was that you were gonna say, James?
Nah, it's nothing. Anyway, what's our next upgrade gonna be?
Our next upgrade is, because I tend to be really the twin batarangs. This is pretty much you can be able to. What am I trying to say? Twin batarangs let you throw 2 batarangs at once. They pretty much simplified it for the better in Arkham City, where all you have to do is just tap the button a few times in order to shoot at multiple rings.
Okay. Also, our cape.
Well, we can sew it up later.
Actually, no, this is a really cool detail with the Arkham games. As you go through the games, whatever damage you take in game actually does still appear on Batman's
Scarface.
model throughout the whole game.
Hey, Scarface.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Scarface is one half of this ventriloquist and Scarface, which is basically like a mobster, but the whole gimmick is that like the ventriloquist himself is kind of a sniveling little worm. It's the doll that's the actual mafioso. And I guess that blew people's minds.
No, I'm aware of that. Just that for me, that's one of the. I feel like I saw him in the animated series, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, he was
he's
definitely in the
been
animated
around in a
series.
few adaptations.
Hey, dear, you okay?
Bye.
I. Aw.
I'm sure
sure-
she'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be okay. I'm sure just had. Oh god, the dang teeth again.
I mean, honestly, it just goes to show that sometimes there is such a thing as being a little too passionate.
All right, so now we're
You-
gonna head in. Attend to the bell.
Well, not attend to the bell. We pretty much, if you look closely, yeah, we kind of talked over it. When Harley pretty much busted the Warden's cane over his head, it left him bleeding quite a bit. We're gonna follow the blood trail from his cranium to find out where Harley stashed him, because he has the codes that we need to get further into the asylum.
All right.
Fairly certain by this point he'd be dead, but
Yep, more or less.
Yeah,
So
he's a surprisingly good man. Well, not good man, but
oh, nice. Good aim.
oh yeah. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing the stealthily. It's not really a stealth mission. Just feel like doing that.
Well, it's cool. Again, it's
Eh.
cool.
Some extra kudos, I guess.
This game makes you feel like. Anyway.
Well, in many ways, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
no,
it
it's-
is a stealth mission.
Oh,
I'm
crap,
sorry.
they're
For
armed.
some
Oh,
Oh,
reason,
that's
I
right.
just-
Yeah, they're armed. Yeah, because by that point, yeah, you can't go all gung ho when there's gun mooks around.
Yeah, that explains why you want to be
But-
stealthy, because we will never use a gun ever. So if we're ever going against someone
Well, you
who
sound
isn't
they
very
would
close,
never
disappointed by
use a
that.
gun ever unless you're directed by Zack Snyder.
that's what I was gonna say. I made that joke earlier, but yes, and I assume just if we're going against anyone who is further than close range, we're in trouble.
I'm not that.
And so she proceeded to spank an old man. I don't know. I don't know if I should feel awkward or not.
Don't worry, it's Harley. If there was any form of spanking, she probably did with a bat.
I'm just glad that they haven't established her pet hyenas at this point yet.
I'm so sorry. I know that was meant to that was a literal answer, but suddenly, just the first thing that popped in my mind is that she literally she spanked him with a literal Batman bat.
Just a bat with the Batman
I
logo.
will sue you for defamation of character.
I'm still going to bring up that one joke that I always like. The one joke somebody made with the was it Batman, the Batmobile isn't working. Check the battery. What's a Terry?
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, we did that, and I love the idea of Batman looking and going, I told the toy stores these were too dangerous to market. They never listen.
Weren't you the one that pushed for the patent? I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Have they actually...
Wait,
okay,
wait, no,
ask.
hold on. I got like, aren't you the one who pushed for the patent? You mean the Batten?
Ha.
Now, what are you saying, Logan?
No, but I agree. The Batten was fun there. It was word play, but not in the same. Fair enough. So I was gonna say, have they ever in a TV show or a comic made the joke of a mook, just any normal mook or goon, wielding a bat and calling himself the Bat-Man?
Not that I'm aware of.
They should have. They should.
I'm sure in some comic they've done that, but I don't recall there being a show or movie
Whoa.
where he does it.
Batman, a freaking master of teleportation and slapping in the face.
Well, that was more of like a palm thrust than a slap, but yeah, I'm Batman.
Took care of them.
No blood on my bat hands.
That'll teach them who's the real king of the Beyblade tournaments around here.
Beyblade, really?
Yep.
Yeah, because guess what? I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
But then they brought it back by it was by no, it was Way Forward, wasn't it? Or
Yeah,
am I
it's
thinking
way
of a different
forward.
thing?
Way forward.
Yeah, I thought it was dead, but it's back.
Everybody.
Okay,
thought
the
it
reason
was
I'm
dead.
being a little bit out there in terms of maneuverability is that that tower has a sniper.
Oh, okay, so this will maneuver around him and get closer. And oh gosh, the truck.
Yeah, that explosion was him shooting at a truck for kicks. And now he's being forced to say stuff by the Joker.
Yeah. I think one thing he does bring up on PR is actually a reference to another Batman story.
Oh
One
yeah,
that is very fucking ridiculous, if what I remember.
really?
one?
But just based on your memory, what was it?
Emperor Joker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, because he insists on people calling him Emperor Joker, yeah.
Wait, what was that story? Type.
Basically, Emperor Joker is a story where Joker, through somehow, steals the power of McSpitlick and becomes basically a magical, all-powerful being.
And if it means anything, they also brought they actually made a callback to that whole story in Brave and the Bold, and that's what I remember most from.
Only instead of McSpitlick, he stole the powers from Bat Knight.
Wait, honestly kind of makes sense considering the fact that Batmite is just a bat version of Mxyzptlk.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
But unlike Mxyzptlk, he's not intentionally being a pest.
Actually, that does remind me of something else we brought up in an earlier part. The fact that, like, what... And actually, I did bring this up that you would probably prefer it this way, considering you hate it so much. Instead of in Arkham Knight, the hallucinations you get was from Joker, it was from Batmite.
Okay,
Yeah, we did bring that up.
We did.
I would find it funny. I would find it funny for like 2 minutes, and then I go, okay, please go.
Well, no one said he had to be there for the whole game, unlike Joker.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that.
And I know Logan also brought up the fact that, like, if they were to put Batmite into the Arkham universe, they could treat him kind of like that animated gecko thingy from the second Wolfenstein game.
Which part? What?
The new Colossus.
No, what part? They do what in?
Do you want to bring him up to speed, Logan, since you're the one that told us?
No, I played New Colossus.
Logan went MIA. I'll just tell him. There was a character in the game that took some sort of drugs or whatever that suddenly immediately made him hallucinate a cartoon gecko just running around.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that part. I played New Colossus.
It was like a very brief, like 10-second thing. I don't know if it ever gets brought up again, but it was just a random thing that happened.
I mean, I will say from what I saw of it was really impressive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like surprisingly well integration of the 2D with the models.
No, I completely remember it now, but I'm just like, why again?
Because he was eating a hallucinogen.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, like, what exactly is the deal with him eating those hallucinogens, anyway? Because from what Logan was telling me, apparently that's a thing he does throughout the entire game.
I honestly forgot. I think it was... I forgot. Just to let you know, I have played the game, but it's been years since I played it.
Fair enough.
No worries. Fun.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Batman, I don't think a man's arm bends that way.
Hey, as long as he's not dead, it's free real estate.
Fair enough.
Alright, now we're going over to the cell blocks, which, if I'm not mistaken, also houses a very interesting Easter egg. I don't remember if I show it off. I might, and I'm just contradicting myself. But there is a patient in the cell blocks that is actually modeled off of a contest winner from something that Rocksteady held a contest for while this game was in production.
Oh, I remember
That's
that. Huh. He looks a lot different here than he did in the actual game.
Oh yeah, all the concept art that you see in these interviews are basically like, they're just concept art and just like different interpretations of as opposed to how they look in the final game. Because if you look at, like, for example, Scarecrow's art in these actually looks more like a scarecrow as opposed to how he looks in the game.
I think it's supposed to be, these are what they look like before you encounter them in this game. However, one of the funniest things to me is the fact that in this game, you find concept art and profile for Hugo Strange, despite the fact that they confirm in Arkham City the very first time Batman ever meets him is in that game.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that, like, when it comes to, like, the bios and concept art, they kind of are, like, very standalone, and to be fair, a lot of them don't really end up appearing in the games proper. Like, they mention Prometheus a lot of times, yet he never appears in any of the games.
One day. One day we'll get him.
No, please, can we never get Prometheus?
Why? What's wrong with him?
God, he's such an annoying villain. He's basically, hey, can we take the one, can we make Taskmaster, can we make
Hello.
Taskmaster a boastful asshole that is the worst person? I don't know,
Excuse me?
I just didn't think he is that good.
He's talking about a character called,
Prometheus.
crap, I'm not... Yeah, Prometheus.
I was saying, now I
forgot
heard
his
that.
name already.
And I was saying, I love how just twisting that man's arm was like, that was the off switch. And he's out.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll say one thing right here. I'm gonna be particularly cautious going through this room, because a little later in this building, we get introduced to another type of enemy that is very easy to deal with, but has a tendency to kind of spook you if you're not prepared for them.
I would say these are very narrow, tight corridors.
Yep.
But I still like that. I still like and appreciate this game for being like a prototype of what the more open world ones later became.
Yeah, no, again, this
Yeah.
game is pretty much like a Metroidvania in the sense, while the Arkham City is definitely just straight up open world.
Well, I'm assuming a lot
Yeah.
of the Arkham games after that, like Origins and Night, were also open world. Oh, read the Twitter.
Well, yeah.
Origins is slightly open world. It's like open world with hub areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bigger. It's just an overall bigger game than City was, which I mean, City was already pretty big, and well, once you get Origins, it's like
Batman.
yellow.
Really, one of the riddles was look at the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the riddles can be really obtuse.
Take a good look at yourself, Dark Knight. Do you feel happy?
God, I'm handsome.
I thought
Yes,
I almost thought that was just him. Like, make sure you're practicing good hygiene. One of the riddles is going to be call Alfred. Ask him how he's doing. He deserves some attention.
Yep. Introducing a new enemy type, the Psychos.
The crazies.
Because, spoiler alert, there's going to be a point where Joker lets them all loose. And like I said, they have a tendency to, like, run to you and grapple onto you. They're super frail, but they, like I said, they can spook you if you're not prepared for them.
Because the screaming.
Yeah, but right now they're fine. They're perfectly contained in their cells. Hopefully they'll stay contained in their cells.
Someday that psycho will catch that fly.
Yeah. That's-
Yeah, he's flailing about. He's almost got it.
but yeah, we'll deal with them another time.
Now, is one of them named Mantis?
I would not be surprised. Oh, but it's not just them. We also have housing another particular Batman villain in this,
Also, we find her in the Green Mile.
yeah.
By the way, this is when she was still a villain in the comics.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's still a villain. She's just more of an anti-hero in some
Well,
areas.
fair, but they're trying to make her part of the Bat family, like they did with Clayface.
Really?
Well, thankfully we have the Harley Quinn show to help with that.
For as much help as that is.
To say, hey, no, she's not part of the Bat family. What the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah. But yeah, don't mind Ivy there. She's just proning on about her plans. I don't think she's gonna be an issue in this game.
Though I guess I should ask, even at this point in the franchise, like early 2010s or whatever, were they already pushing some sort of connection between her and Harley?
At this point, as far as the Arkham series is concerned, it's treated the same way that they are in the animated series, where they're just kind of like bickering friends.
Hey, Cash, how'd you get in there?
Also, you want to explain what you got in there, bub?
Oh, you mean the mannequin?
No judging.
Here's the thing. That's Clayface.
What?
Yeah, see the fact that he doesn't have a skeleton?
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang you, Clayface.
Oh, that's what you were doing. Well, I mean, it's a mannequin. I wasn't expecting a mannequin to have. Oh, wait. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Aaron is
Okay.
Clayface.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, it's time for a fun little lesson, everybody. I thought Hype was saying that the little doll mannequin in that room was Clayface. To which I was about to make the
No,
argument
it was-
of, well, yeah, why
it was
would
Aaron Cash, the guy that doesn't have a skeleton in there.
Then yes, if I were smart, I would have caught on to that being a very good detail.
Speaking of smarts, here we have Miss Smarty here, going by our best friend.
Help me. Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Yeah? Well, I really don't have time for this.
Yeah, because she's busy setting up Mr. J's big party, because, yeah, they have a really big guest list, and apparently Ivy's not on it.
Come on, Harley, let me out. We're friends, aren't we?
What the heck? I'll cut your brakes.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks to Harley, Ivy is now roaming about in the asylum. Hopefully she just keeps to herself and goes tend to her plants.
Yeah, what was that smoke that they were using on her? Was it just like some sort of suppressant, or?
I'm guessing it's a suppressant, but yeah, basically this Ivy, just like in the... Oh, hi Joker.
Speaking of riots, here's a bit of civil unrest I cooked up just for you.
Oh, devil damn it.
That button does everything.
Yeah. So now Joker has unleashed all of the insane hyena men, and we're gonna deal with them and also properly rescue the Warden in the next part.
All the hyena men, maybe one kangaroo in the mix.
Fair enough. I also just like to believe that there are not even also the way he was trying to grab at that fly. I also like to believe they're not all just psychos. There's just been one mosquito in there for the past 15 years. I ran out of breath trying to say an unfunny joke. Story of my life. Goodbye, everybody.